So I'm wrapping up my week with the 2024 Hyundai IONIQ 6, and I thought, how about some likes and dislikes about this car? Things that I've experienced, things that I think are quirky, maybe some Easter eggs. Let's begin. We'll begin with the headlights. There are 24 individual little lights below the actual headlights. You can see them when I lock up the vehicle. 24 per headlight. Kind of interesting. Here's something I like. As long as the key fob is on you, when you approach the vehicle, watch what happens with the door handles, which are flush to the side of the vehicle. Here it is. And there they go. I like that. That's kind of cool. All right, moving to the back now. The tail light actually has 18 of those individual lights as I hit the key fob here. 18 of them. And this right here, this lights up when you hit the brake. So that's what that is. What I like about back here is this crazy looking fin. It almost looks like it's a solar panel, but it does look pretty slick, doesn't it? Like that. And since we're back here, button right here opens up the lift gate, and you can pull down these here to lower the seats in the back to both sides, so it's a 60-40 split. And when you're ready to close it up, right there, and there's your backup camera like that. Now, something also interesting with the key fob, a lot of different buttons on here. There's a hold for the lift gate. There's also a parking assist, a couple buttons there. Lock, unlock, hold to start the vehicle up, and a horn. So it works. Speaking of storage, not a lot to speak of, but you do have a frunk, and this is where you can also access the battery. But a very little space here, but you can put a little something in there, probably just the charging cable. Speaking of that charging cable, I keep it right here in the back, just below the floorboard of the trunk space. But you can always just put it in the front too. But that's what it looks like, and that's how you charge up the IONIQ 6. I found this to be an interesting quirk. You know, if you're in a Jeep, everyone knows about Jeeps when it comes to rolling the windows down, it's all in the center. Well, in this case, the windows are right here. So if I want to roll the window down, I do that. That's because the doors are streamlined. All you have to do is put your hand anywhere in this section here to close the door. Those are the first things I noticed when I got in the vehicle. I was like, okay, I'll close it. Wow, that's a nice place to pull it. And I go, wait a minute, I need to roll the windows down or up, and there's nothing here. A huge old speaker system. Here's another thing while we're here. Check out this long screen. So you're seeing these more and more where you have a long continuous display broken up a little bit in the middle, but you've got the two different displays here, all digital, and it really makes it easy to view and easy to drive. Here's something that's also pretty handy. Just below the armrest, you have more storage. So right in here, this whole area right there, I was putting mail down there. My wife put her purse there, some keys, whatever. But this whole area just below the center armrest. More storage, more creativity in a fully EV vehicle. As mentioned, there are no controls on the door panel except the fact that you can adjust the driver's seat, two different positions on the driver's seat, and the handle to open and close it. They put the mirror controls right here to the left of the steering wheel. So in addition to having controls for the windows here, you have your mirror controls over here. Got to put them somewhere if you're not going to have anything on the door. I found 3 ways to charge your devices. You got a wireless charging pad right here for your smartphones. There's a USB port here, and they got 2 USB-C ports, USB-C ports down here, so you can charge right there for the front passengers. And yes, the back passengers have charging ports as well, right down here, just below the vents. This might be considered an Easter egg. This is just below the seats of the back passengers. They got a slider here to have access to a plug-in. You can lock it and unlock it. I was using the spare key option here to put it in the center place. Now you can't pull it open. If I bring it down, look at that. Easter egg. A couple more things here as I'm in the back seat of the IONIQ 6. They got a cool little cubby storage right here in the door, and down below you also have a spot a little bit for maybe a water bottle. But as opposed to the front doors for the driver and passenger, you can roll down the window from the back, because I mean you can do it from up there with controls for all 4 windows, but at least the passengers back here can't control their windows if they want. And just in case you weren't aware, with Hyundais and Kias, at least recently in recent model years, When you hit the turn signal to the right, you have a camera below the side mirror that shows you what's to the side, kind of like a blind spot area. And same with the left-hand side. So you don't have to turn around to see what's behind you. That's a little safety feature they put there in the infotainment screen or instrument cluster right directly in front of the steering wheel. All right, I'll do one more here in the front. I noticed this with a recent Hyundai vehicle I had. I think I had the Kona electric vehicle. So here is the shifter. But in this shifter, you turn it to put it into drive, back to neutral, down for reverse, and then you have your backup camera right there, and pressing in for park. So everything is controlled right here for your shifting. Here on the steering wheel, they have 3 different drive modes, and when you change the drive mode, it changes your potential range. Now, right now, I'll press it here. That puts me in normal, so 85 miles of range left. If I want to go sporty, 83 miles of range, and then back to eco, 87. Just by simply changing the drive mode. So if you have range anxiety, you can adjust this to calm your nerves. So officially, I have the 2024 Hyundai IONIQ 6 limited long range all-wheel drive with 20-inch wheels. MSRP, as you see it right here, right around 55 grand. And now some more footage of this vehicle, both inside and out. Today's video is brought to you in part by Everyman darts. If you're looking to pick up a new and fun hobby that you can play at home or at the local pub, check out the Everyman darts YouTube channel for simple and easy practice routines, lessons on how to throw darts, darts games for beginners, and real matches versus real people with both steel tip and soft tip darts. Click the link below and watch for free. And there it is. One final note, if you are in the market for a new vehicle soon, great. Connect with your local dealership and price and test drive at least 3 different vehicles. A vehicle's strengths and weaknesses can only be discovered when you are behind the wheel. My reviews can be good, but you need to test drive these yourself. Visit quotes.everymandriver.com, select the make, model, and your zip code, and you'll get invoice pricing in your area on those vehicles. Shop smarter with price quotes at quotes.everymandriver.com.
Thanks for watching. Please click subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time.